And oh shit, here we go. But that shouldn't matter. That shouldn't
Look
matter.
at that.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Shit. Oh, shit. What the hell happened? Too much power, Juan.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
guess so. Shit. You wanna try all those buttons?
Shit, yeah. Let's give it a run.
One at a time.
Oh, shit.
Get down!
That's when you make a killer ass point. You bought it.
Yeah. Wah, wah. You snooze, you lose. That's good. Oh, fuck.
So yeah, we were testing these little things out.
Yeah.
So I think let's see what else we got.
All right. So I left off on blue, right?
I guess so.
Crickets.
Yeah.
God damn.
Do you remember what that is?
That's Inception.
Yeah, dude.
Dang. One man. One mission. All right. One Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what that is? It's a
Is that from
Wilhelm
something?
scream. Wilhelm
Oh, that's the
scream.
Wilhelm.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
shit. You have the You know that one?
Yeah. Oh fuck, I don't. But oh shit, I need to get
Next
that one.
time.
Yeah, next time I'll add it.
All right. Next.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get some good picks, Juan.
Hell, that's what I'm talking about.
Is this thing cutting off
That's
again?
what I'm talking about. It's probably clipping some of the sound, but we'll
Good
fucking we'll do it.
God.
Whatever.
Third podcast, or no, this is like the fifth podcast.
Yeah. This is like 5th or 6th.
It's okay. 5 is still young. We're still shitty. It's
5
okay.
years old. That's fine.
That's right. Babies.
Baby steps.
All right, next. Oh,
You know this one had to be in there, dude.
you had to do it, Juan.
I had to.
Pew, 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 pew. DJ Khaled.
Ready?
That's not him though, but
That's not. I fucking hate him, but yeah.
yeah.
You know that one. had to be in
Beautiful.
there.
That's one of
Yeah.
my favorites. I like how I think you color coded them, did you?
Yeah. You can
Like
color
blue
code.
is like wah, wah. It's all the sad ones because crickets is blue.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, fucking genius, Juan.
Hell
Next.
You son of a bitch.
yeah. You know that one had to be done.
Yeah, classic. Arnold Soundboard.
Hell yeah.
Last one.
Smoke weed every day.
I love the soundboard, man. I gotta
Hell yeah.
remember though what's on there.
Well, the smoke weed one is green, and I don't know. I guess there's some sort of logic to it, but not really.
Yeah.
Like well, some of them are you have to like press and then it just does it. So, but you can always stop it. You can do like
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, press it
Smoke.
again.
yeah. Well, you press
Let me
the
try.
blank one next to it.
Smoke, 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 smoke,
Yeah.
Dude, I could get addicted to that.
smoke, smoke, smoke weed every day.
Yeah, dude, I had a lot of fun. And these top ones, like you can press once, so
Damn,
you have to hold it. You have to hold it to
Yeah.
play through.
damn, son.
Why'd you do that?
Because like they're more like phrases. Like you can hold those if you want. You don't have to hold them. I did that just because like it made more sense in my head.
This thing is fucking up, Juan.
Yeah, I don't know.
Should we fix it or
Nah, dude, it's probably gonna take too long. Just be aware when it's coming and just hold the thought.
just when it starts?
Yeah, just be aware that it's coming. Well, I'll figure it out. Because this is the first time I've done it with the new like
Stuff.
Yeah, my new like CPU and my new fucking like shit. So
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. The thing is, I haven't really had a chance to like really dig into it and try to. Dude, I don't know. For some reason, it's really hard to optimize this shit.
I believe it.
Like it's weird as fuck. Like my CPU. You see that this is the CPU load thing. I know this is fucking getting really nerdy.
Yeah, don't get too heavy.
Yeah. Well, whatever. The CPU load on this is minimal. It's like not even. It shouldn't even be that much of a problem. I don't know why the fuck it's being fucking dumb, but whatever.
Whatever. We'll fix it.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you'll
in
fix
due
it.
time. In due time. Yeah.
Maybe I can be moral support or
Yeah. I know. Whatever. I'm gonna put some more in, but I have
I like that.
ideas. I have ideas. That's gonna be a new
Yeah.
fucking.
Smoke weed every smoke
need-
weed every
That's gonna be like the way we manually force each other to change topics, like combo. break
Right.
that
You're
shit.
gonna be like, so on. How about them Yankees?
I know. Just switch topics. Yeah, just be like, yeah, just switch.
I like it.
But yeah, that's like an intro to our fucking upgrades and shit. That's what's gonna be happening.
We're doing big things in the Eigenbros podcast world.
I know, dude. Pretty big shit.
Yeah.
I know. We're gonna have to.
Big,
I know. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to.
this thing is sneaking up on me, man. We gotta fix this.
I don't know what it is, dude. It's fine. You just gotta hear it. You just gotta hear it. Hear it when
I
it's
don't
coming.
hear anything. Like, are we overloading something or what?
Oh man, we need to get a fucking tech.
This is gonna
in
be
here.
unlistenable.
Nah, it's gonna be fine. I promise you, it's gonna be fine. all right. We actually have to fucking. We actually have to talk about some
All right.
instead of just tech shit.
All right. So I've got a list of some things.
Oh, this fucking Florida bomber guy. Did you hear about this?
Yeah. You want to just go on that?
Yeah. What's
You
up?
brought it
so
up,
that
so-
today he got caught, right, or whatever.
Oh, I didn't read.
Yeah, they caught him.
Can you fill us in?
Can I elaborate?
It's killing me, Juan.
It's
It's gonna sound so bad.
Nah, it'll be fine.
We're gonna have to keep repeating our points.
Nah, it'll be. I'll clip this out. Don't worry about it. I'll edit.
You're gonna have to clip the whole podcast.
No. Well, parts of it. It's fine as long as we like just trudge through it and put actual
yeah.
content.
All right, you're right.
Because I'm gonna edit
Just putting
this
something
little
out is
conversation
better.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess he got caught like today, and
So he's from Florida.
yeah, he's Florida guy.
Did they know that already?
I guess the FBI knew.
Oh.
I mean, I can't imagine, Well, I mean, did you think it was going to be some guy from Florida? I was like,
I suspected either it was a redneck troll, like a alt-righter guy,
yeah,
or something like deeper. Like somebody who was trying to throw off the scent
yeah,
by making it look like it was an alt-right person.
yeah. But it definitely was like a Trump supporter guy.
Okay. So it wasn't a throwing off the scent or anything.
No, this
I was like, this is too obviously like a guy who's trying to show that he's alt-right.
yeah. But I think he was like a Hispanic guy. At least he looked Hispanic to me.
Well, he could be like a
Hispanic
George
crazy guy.
Zimmerman.
That's true. George Zimmerman.
Yeah, a traitor.
Fucking traitor. Yeah, I haven't met too many like Hispanic Floridians. Like I haven't met many.
I don't know.
Is what I don't know. Like I'm not a native Floridian, so I can't really, judge these types.
Sorry for the audience. I'm shaking my head at one because this stupid audio keeps cutting in and out.
Keeps clipping.
It's
I don't know
really
why it keeps
bad.
clipping, but
This podcast is going to be shit tier. It's fine. We'll get better.
yeah, it keeps clipping, but who knows? Or maybe
damn.
that's the one. That's Terrence's mood. Which
don't
one?
have
Just
one.
do it. Just press it, man. Just press whichever one.
No. I picked it wrong.
You son of a bitch.
That's the one.
There you go, man. Fuck. Yeah, you can press that one anytime that this shit just happens. It overloads or something.
It'd be too much. It would be a whole soundboard of you son of a bitch.
Good.
No.
No, yeah, man. I don't know. I didn't expect him to be. I don't know. I didn't expect him to be like a Hispanic guy, but
Yeah.
thought it was like a. But whatever.
He's confused.
But you get a lot of those people, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah.
So they sent bombs to Obama, Hillary Clinton, I guess I should say. Robert De Niro, Who else? Do you remember?
I don't know. Nah, but I was gonna make a point, like, if you really wanted to, like, make a statement about who, like, to troll liberals, I guess. This is how some people said you could differentiate it from an actual, like some liberal making a, like, political, like, just saying sort of it's like a what is that called? A false flag or
Red
something?
herring.
Is that what it is?
Where you give like wrong information to throw people off the trail.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But it's like there was somebody saying that, it could be liberals staging. There was like a conspiracy,
That's what I was thinking. Not even liberals. I was just thinking it's somebody who's trying to make it look like an alt-right thing, but it has nothing to do with alt-right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there were people saying that, but then they were like, actually, no alt-right person would try to bomb Robert De Niro's house or whatever. Because, like,
he's too great.
And I was like, oh, shit, maybe they have a point.
But no, because Robert De Niro actually spoke out at one of the award shows saying literally, fuck Trump.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody had a connection to Trump somehow in a negative way.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, maybe it's like that's really, Trump really has a cult of personality to do that. Like,
yeah, he does.
So, to people, I guess.
Stupid people.
Yeah. If I really wanted to make a political statement, what I would do is instead of sending bombs, I would actually send dildos to my political opponents.
So they're embarrassed.
So it could be like, go fuck yourself. Like,
oh,
you can really go fuck yourself.
Right.
Like, instead of being threatening, you could actually be like, oh, fuck, another fucking dildo in my fucking mouth. Just send like weird dildos and shit, like dragon dildos. You seen those?
Yeah, I've heard of it. They're like those giant fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, crazy like fucking anime dildos and shit. I don't know what the fuck. The internet's weird as fuck. So,
hey man, some people really use those.
I know. Shit, I know.
It's like, damn, could you imagine a girl's vagina after that shit?
Good thing
like,
it's reconstructed.
No guy can ever satify her ever again. Unless you're
I
the
know.
Hulk.
Unless you have a dragon dick or whatever the fuck.
That good luck. That's the real 1% right there.
No, and then you have to get like a shell. Like dudes in the future are just gonna have like dicks to put on top of their dicks. Like dildos to put on, dildo casts to put on the other dildos.
Dude, I think there were some porn videos where dudes would use fake dicks.
Oh yeah,
like
I heard about that.
Ass dicks.
I heard about that.
And it was so fake.
Yeah, they look fake as shit.
And they would squirt like fucking
gallons.
Yeah, like gallons of cum. You're like,
dude, I remember that shit, man.
No,
I remember
can't be
that.
real.
I remember that shit, man. That shit was funny as hell.
What was the guy's name? One of the big ones. Black Zilla or something?
Mandingo?
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. Like
okay.
Black Zilla or something.
Dude, actually, we were in a meeting. One time, funny enough, I was in a conference call with I forgot who it was. I'm not going to name them, but whatever. There's somebody important in an administrative position, and they ended up they end up fucking doing a Freudian slip. They end up saying like, what was that actor that was in that movie in the 90s? And she was like, Wesley Pipes. I was like, oh, this is in a professional setting. And I was like,
you're like, oh shit, I know what she's watching.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, so she likes black dudes, huh?
Yeah.
There's
It's
my
like,
end.
dude, holy shit. I was like, damn, dude. I would have been mortified. Like,
Wesley Pipes.
I would have been fucking... Dude, that's like me fucking like name dropping Lisa Ann, like,
But she's almost like mainstream level.
who, Lisa Ann?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
kind of.
guess.
Like,
I mean, I guarantee
not really,
you,
but
not every
somewhat.
woman knows who she is.
No, but probably many guys do.
I guarantee you, you pull 50 guys out of the streets and they can name more porn stars than they can name presidents. Like, I guarantee
This might be
you.
true, man. Another one I can think of off the top is Asa Akira.
Yeah.
She's got to be known by many.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even a fan of her stuff.
I'm not really either, but I know her.
But I know her. Yeah, I know of her. Same with Sasha Grey. I know who
Right.
she is, but I never
She's
really
probably
watched a lot
my
of her
favorite
stuff.
of those three that we just named.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm more of a MILF guy, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I do like girls with pale skin, like real pale skin.
Oh shit, Mr.
Yeah.
Chance over here.
Yeah.
He likes the contrast. That's what he likes.
I like all women though. I don't know.
Yeah, me too, man.
All flavors.
You know, my younger brother was like, if I could set up a society where I could be, he was like, if I could, if I was Muslim, basically, I would have 6 wives, each of a different ethnicity.
Yeah.
And I was like,
fantasy too.
I was like, why the fuck would you do that? And then he was like, one, you could have an Asian wife, you could have Asian kids, and then you can have a white wife and have, mixed kids or whatever, and then the same throughout.
They're all going to be mixed, right?
Yeah, but 7. I think he said 7. And he said, so every day of the week can be a different, like, dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, tonight I'm having Thai pad with my...
fucking genius.
I was like, dude, that's problematic, but genius.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I want
all
that
hypothetical, everybody. This is hypothetical.
Right. Yeah, but then you really think of the reality of it, and imagine having to satisfy 7 women.
Impossible.
It's fucking impossible.
It's hard enough to do just one.
You'd probably kill yourself.
Yeah, probably.
Or kill them. One of the 2 options.
Like, the only way you could do it is if you actually ran a cult.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they were completely obedient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even the
R.
guys.
Kelly.
R. Kelly.
He's figured it out.
No, dude, there was actually, I don't know if I heard it from somewhere or saw something about this guy who ran a cult. And yeah, a polygamous cult. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Most of them are.
not to shame polygamists, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it's totally cool if you agree with that. Like, if you're down with doing that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, when it becomes a cult, it's a problem,
Yeah.
right?
It's already borderline that.
Really? You think so?
sense.
Like what is it called? Polyamorous?
Polygamy. Polyamory.
Or
Sure.
polyamorous couples?
All
I
that
guess?
stuff.
You think you have to be sort of tricked into it, you're saying? Or
I think
mental?
you have to be a kind of manipulator in some sense.
Oh, there's always somebody benefiting more from the arrangement?
The person who's leading the charge is kind of the manipulator in some ways. Because it only works, I think, if you are the manipulator in some ways.
So you're saying it's like if you do what is it called? Game
theory?
If you do game theory, right?
I don't understand. I don't know the connection with game theory because I'm not really sure on the exact definition of that. I always think of it in a tech sense.
Oh, like no, I mean it more as a framework for like winners and losers. Like, there's always somebody who's
like you have a person in charge, like
a
CEO and his employees.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, they're not getting paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have some kind of power over them somehow. So it's either manipulation, which is probably the best way to do it, cult-wise, or you're like giving them housing or something. That could work, but they could just leave. You want them to stay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So usually it's going to be some kind of mental manipulation.
Yeah.
And I think that borders on sociopathy / cultist behavior.
Yeah.
And it's not a good thing at all.
Nah, I agree. Yeah. But I mean, like, my thing is, like, if it's, there was this one I saw where there was this lady who had 2 husbands, and one of them clearly did not like being in that arrangement. And it was sad. Like, it was sad for me to watch him because this guy really loved this lady, and she was just like, yeah, like, she was the one, obviously. Well, her and the other guy were enjoying it the most. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
basically, the other guy probably just got cucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now he's just like, fucking hell.
Real classic cucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like,
well, that's
dude.
a thing nowadays. It's just getting bigger, it seems.
I think it's always been a thing.
Maybe it has. It's just now it's actually being like out in the open.
Well, now there's like a negative connotation to it. Because, like, if you think about
I think there always has been.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Getting your wife fucked by another dude. Like, come on.
Getting your dude fucked by
another
dude.
wife.
Yeah, if you want to see it that way, yeah. Nah, there's what was that? God, oh, like swingers, right? So swingers were kind of a thing, right?
Yeah, but they get both parties get something.
Yeah, I guess they're sharing.
Cuckolds just get their wives fucked.
Yeah.
But some of them enjoy it, I guess. I don't know. That doesn't that psychology is completely foreign to me, so I can't even speak on it.
Yeah, me either. We have to actually get somebody on here
Who's a cuck?
who enjoys it. Because I mean, there are people out there.
I know.
I would like
know.
to see statistics
Gotta
on
be.
it, to see a statistical like variance on
See,
it. Like
the thing is, I was just wondering if it's like dudes who are kind of like borderline gay, and they just want to have an excuse to see another dude's dick or something.
no,
I don't
but
know.
no, but the thing is, those dudes don't participate, so they can't. It's
Well,
more of
they
like a
record it sometimes and watch.
sure, but that's more of a spectator thing then.
Yeah, but they just know that that's as close as they could get, I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think you're trying to rationalize. I'm trying to like.
I'm trying to.
You're trying to
just figure
understand it in a weird way, but I think you're saying you're
Yeah.
coming at it from like they're probably already like on the spectrum of being a little bit more like less straight.
Yeah,
and
you
trying
can say
to-
gay one. It's fine.
Well, the thing is, if you consider a spectrum, the thing is, yeah, I guess more gay, but
Yeah.
but because trust me, I've talked to like I had a gay
You know
friend.
cucks?
No, I had a gay friend one time who said, he's like, yeah, I've met like straight dudes who like, they let me suck their dick and shit. And
I
they
think
swear
he
they're
doesn't
not.
understand the definition of straight.
And he's like, I swear they're not. They swear to me they're not gay.
Okay.
But it's like, but I swear, I'm like, dude, how many dudes out there are like legitimately hiding from their own identity? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I think it's like you said. Also, it's like a spectrum. So some dudes might think they're more or might be more straight than gay. I guess.
yeah,
So
they're like, dude, I just want to
They're
get my
like-
dick sucked. What's
right,
gay about that?
right. But it's like no, that's gay as fuck, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know. There was an ultimate litmus test I made with a buddy of mine to see who was on the spectrum, and what it came down to
They start
was
sucking your dick.
yeah.
You're on the spectrum.
Yeah, we'd like suck their dick and then like see if they came. If they came, they were gay. If they, no. So what happened was we were like, okay, in a hypothetical situation, you basically were out with this chick,
Yeah.
and at the end of the night, you went home and then you found out she was trans.
Mm.
Like, would you feel like would you be okay? Pause. Let's
Yeah,
pause
yeah.
here. So let me put up the other scenario. So
Sure.
that's you find out she's trans. Pause. Going on to the next scenario. You're going out. You're hanging out with this dude, and you're like, whatever. You guys are hanging out, and it's just you and him. And then he's like, "Hey, dude, I have to show you something." So he pulls down his pants, and he has a vagina.
Oh
So
shit.
he's also trans. So in
Okay.
those two scenarios, which one? If the dude said, "Let's fuck," and then the trans woman said, "Let's fuck."
Mm. This is a shitty situation.
Which one? But you had to pick one. Which one would it be? Yeah, which one?
My
would it
option
be?
is kill yourself. That's a horrible choice.
So I
on both
answered.
ends.
So I answered the trans woman because I'm attracted to a woman.
But dude, that
But you
flopping
couldn't-
dick and
but
that
you-
fucking voice. Yeah, yeah.
No, but this could be the most. This could be like science advancing. Like you could not tell the difference besides the genitals.
So how about the giant dick between her legs?
Well, the genitals, but that's about it.
That's fucking way too much already.
But the other option is having sex with a man
The
who has a
vagina.
vagina.
That's a shitty option as well.
I know.
That's terrible.
But here's the thing. I was like, dude, my justification was that if I looked at a man's body, for the life of me, I could not get an erection.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. Like,
But
I
you
be
could
like,
just only box out everything else except for the vagina.
What am I going to do with that, though? That's not signaling to my monkey brain that what I have in front of me is a beautiful, voluptuous woman. What signals that to me is breasts and, hips.
So
and
you're
shit.
saying you never jacked it to just a vagina?
Maybe, yeah,
Nothing
probably.
else?
I probably have, but that's
could
because I
easily get
knew.
a boner off just a
But that's because
vagina.
I knew what was there.
Oh, you knew what was behind the curtain.
Yeah, I knew what was behind the
Yeah,
curtain.
okay.
But that's the thing, like.
But you could just make it up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Basically, what we came down to was like, it is tough, but if you really have to think about what's more straight.
They're just both shitty options, Juan. They're just really both shitty.
We'll leave it up to the audience to answer their
Yeah.
questions
That'd be
in
a
the
great
comments.
poll.
In the comments, yeah.
I think this should be the third option of kill yourself, though.
Nah, or just resign from sex altogether.
Right.
Just
be celibate. There you go.
gonna be a
Monk way.
celibate.
That'd be the easiest pick for me.
I'm gonna
I'd
be
definitely pick that one.
Volcel. I'm gonna be a voluntary celibate.
Right. Full cell.
Yeah, man. Shit, how did we get onto this shit, dude? I don't even know.
I don't know, man. We have a talent for going off the beaten path.
Fucking
Way off.
Okay, yeah, man. I don't know.
We were supposed to be talking about the bomber.
Oh yeah. Whatever, man. He's probably
okay.
gonna go to prison. What do you think his prison sentence is gonna be?
The thing is, I don't even know if they
they have proven-
found out that the bombs were actually deadly.
Oh yeah, they could just be like fake bombs.
Yeah,
and
so
shit.
if they were just like a pipe with some chemical sprinkled on it that doesn't
Yeah.
do anything, then he could get a much lesser sentence, I would imagine.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Because you didn't hear anyone getting killed or even hurt.
Yeah, no.
So I think he was just a troll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they defined 13 packages that were associated with him that left his custody, I guess.
Right.
So my guess is probably going to be 20 years. Yeah,
It's a lot.
it's a lot of time. Even without maybe 10 with parole or some shit.
Sure.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you can't fuck with politicians.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
that's like you get a much harsher sentence. With
Yeah.
that kind of shit. So
But they also could just be
Trump's like, I
apathetic to the whole
pardon
situation.
him. Trump's gonna be like, I'm gonna pardon him. He's a great political hero.
No, he's gonna say there's bad people on both sides.
Yeah.
Both sides. It's like, what the fuck are you even talking about? There's one bomber. Both sides.
Both sides have done so many wrongs.
The liberals bomb. The we bomb. Both sides.
I know, yeah, dude, it's gonna be bad. I want to see what his response is gonna be pretty. Somebody's gonna write his speech, and he's gonna have to say something.
You think?
Pretty cookie cutter, yeah.
Probably.
But internally, he's probably like, "You're a hero." to me." He's gonna whisper, like he's gonna grab him and whisper in his ears, "You've done well." He's a Russian operative. What if he was a sleeper cell and like he was
Who?
this fucking Floridian, like the Russian sleeper cell?
I don't know what his motive is then.
But going on to that though, do you think there are sleeper cells? Like sleeper cells are a thing?
Explain to me exactly what a sleeper cell is.
A sleeper cell is a person who has been cognitively what is it?
Oh, Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah, like primed,
Right.
primed for something to do something, and there's an activation phrase or
Right.
a series of things that.
Trump says, boogity boo in his ear, and he's like, oh, yes,
And then
must bomb
Yeah.
Obama.
and then he does it, and then he goes into this whole thing. Because some people think there are some people that do that. They just kind of get into a mode and then just do things like that.
I don't know if that's even real, so I can't even say.
I've never seen the Manchurian Candidate.
It
so I
sounds
can't
fake
even
to
tell
me,
you.
but I have no idea.
Have you seen the movie?
Brainwash is powerful, huh?
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, it's really cool.
What is it about? 'Cause, I mean,
Well,
yeah.
It's exactly that. It's them trying to figure out, I think, who the sleeper cell is.
Mhm.
Because they know that sleeper cells were programmed. They just don't know who it is, I think. But it was kind of cool. Like, I remember one distinct part of it where there's like a dream sequence where they show how, or no, if it's dream, but they show like how the guys are actually being primed to become
Oh.
sleeper cells. And it was fucked up. I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
Wait, what do you mean primed?
Like they were showing how they were getting brainwashed and shit.
The fuck? How do you fucking do that?
I can't remember the specifics.
Like,
but
were they showing them shit like on a screen or something, or were they like
Yeah, like
doing
they had
muscle
helmets
memory
on
shit?
and shit, and they were like killing each other and like
Damn.
it was. I remember when I was a kid, like I don't know if I was a kid, I was like a pre-teen or something.
Yeah.
It was like it stuck with me. Like a couple scenes actually stuck with me.
Yeah.
Still to this day, I can kind of remember them, but not in great detail.
Yeah.
And I remember, yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. But the movie overall, I think, was a bit forgettable.
Yeah.
The plot was pretty simple, just who's the Manchurian candidate.
Hmm.
And if it's actually real, I guess.
Shit.
And it was Denzel Washington, and it was the guy who played Sabretooth in Logan.
Saber. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I gotta watch so many fucking classic '90s movies, man.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen.
Well, that was not 90s, I don't think. I think that was 2000s.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. Like a lot of I missed out on Denzel Washington movies.
Really, they were everywhere.
Yeah, and Wesley Snipes movies.
Well, Blade's all you really needed.
Really? I've seen Blade.
I mean,
one
what
and
else
two.
did Wesley Snipes do?
Um,
White Man Can't Jump.
yeah,
I don't
with
know
a
what else.
young, well, not a young, but
Well, yeah,
with
he's young.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, young
Yeah.
for sure.
Young Woody Harrelson.
Yeah,
Shit. All right.
they were both young.
Yeah.
That movie.
I
came
haven't
out
even
when
seen
we were
that one
kids,
either.
man, like elementary school.
I haven't even seen that one.
Yeah, I barely saw
I was on the Lion King wave, dude.
it. Weren't we all?
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, dude. The Lion King is.
Classic.
They're remaking that into a live action, right?
Oh, fuck off.
I know. Do you like
Well,
that?
I won't dismiss it.
Do you like that iteration where they're doing like live action everything nowadays?
All the Disney specifically,
Yep.
I have not seen a single one of them, so I can't say.
Because they redid the Jungle Book.
Oh, I did see that. I forgot.
Hold on, pause.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Wait, how'd that
I
happen?
don't fucking.
Wait,
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
sure.
Well, now we can start. So yeah, I mean, I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's okay.
Yeah, I saw it too. It was pretty good. It was all right. Had some interesting parts.
I fucking I didn't like the fact that you didn't have what's his name, not Mowgli, the bear. Who's the bear again?
He was in there.
no, but Baloo. Baloo wasn't singing though.
Oh,
He didn't get to fucking sing his famous ass, damn.
Choopy doo wop doo boom, just like you.
No,
Or they
what-
sang that
what
one.
was it? No, it was like
Bare
Bare
Necessities.
Necessities. Yeah,
Damn, that movie had the greatest soundtrack ever.
it was pretty great.
Disney was genius.
Hell yeah, man!
Especially
they were
back
fucking
in the
great.
days.
Like,
Those songs were just next level.
yeah, I mean, you still remember him to this day.
Yeah.
and I probably only saw him a handful of times as a kid.
Yeah. So damn catchy.
Yeah, whoever they hired, they had just great people doing that.
I think they were like
composers.
2 guys or something, or maybe 2 brothers even. They were really good.
Damn iconic
I forget. I watched something briefly on them a while back, but I don't remember.
heroes. Heroes they defined a generation. Yeah, I don't know if kids are gonna have that shit these days.
As in, like, iconic music or what?
Like none of the Disney movies that I know, besides maybe like Frozen. Frozen's
Yeah.
one of those like oh yeah.
But
this is
to
gonna
me,
be
it's still
iconic.
like kind of
It's okay.
compared to the old music.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they don't have like scores that are just as epic as
Right.
because I mean, dude, The Lion King had the Can't Wait to Be King.
Yeah.
What was fuck? I literally just heard that one, so I'm like just off the top of my head.
Can you feel
That one,
the love tonight?
Damn.
My pee got hard when I saw that scene when I was a little baby, a little kid.
Hell yeah, dude! Fucking young Simba, young Nala. Aren't they
Yeah,
like
man.
cousins or something? Though?
Nah,
'Cause
bro, don't make
lions-
it
I know,
weird.
right? The way lions are related. I always got to bring it.
Nala's sexy eyes. I was like, damn, I'd fuck that line.
I'd fuck that line if I was a
Yeah,
lion.
Nala was sexy, man. I was like, damn.
All right, so Terrence, here's another scenario.
Yeah.
So you have a trans woman and a trans man, and a sexy
Why with the
lass,
trans shit?
and a sexy ass lion.
Oh, no. Nala all the way.
Hell yeah,
Shit, I wouldn't even need a scenario.
They
Just
may-
Nala, just normal.
dude. They honestly, I think they really did purposefully make her like seductive.
Yeah,
Her
of
eyes were
course.
like super fucking.
Well, they had to make her feminine looking. So you can know it's a female lion. Because in real life, you can't. Well, I guess you can tell the difference because it's obvious. But
Yeah,
they wanted to really make her more personified.
yeah. You know the story about lionesses, right?
What story?
Like they're actually the hunters and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The male lion doesn't do shit. He's a lazy bitch.
They're just basically sperm donors and no,
Yeah,
but they kind
run
of
shit.
they just take care of the pack, right? That's
Yeah.
kind of the idea. Like they protect the pack,
Right.
but they don't actually hunt.
Sleep around, have sex with all the lionesses, have them do all the work. Male lions have got it figured out.
That's really it. You just got to trick the opposite sex into doing
all the work.
doing all the heavy lifting. You know?
You
think-
were that easy?
Yeah, I know. Do you think if men got to choose birth, do you think they would take it on?
Nowadays, with how many pussified men there are.
But do you think if you had the choice, would you be like
Me?
if you
Fuck no.
were like, I'm gonna have you can have a child, would you have a child?
Hell no.
You
like,
yourself,
Just
like
asexual.
let's say humanity had the opportunity or the ability, I should say.
But how would I have to conceive?
You just think about it. It's
Oh,
hypothetical.
Shit, that'd be kind
You
of
just-
cool.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you still
Definitely
have to
would.
carry to 9 terms.
That's
like
fine.
9 months, full term.
I'd do it. So I just want to make a badass son anyway.
Just full. Nah, but they'd have to be clones.
That'd be even better.
Are you
Then I can
serious?
remake myself and do all the shit I wanted to teach myself.
Oh shit.
Dude, that'd be the best. I would definitely do that. Take a
Damn.
mini me, because then I'd already know how he's gonna grow up, and I can just fine tune everything and cut out all the bullshit. Immediately make him an entrepreneur, like starting at 3 years old.
Jesus.
Teach him about money.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, 100%.
yeah,
I'd
but I
say
don't know
you
how
are
many
me.
men.
We learn the same. We
How-
do the same.
How many men would really like? I'm just wondering, like, what the fuck would happen
But
to society?
Juan, how about you? Would you do it?
Nah, man, I couldn't do it.
Why not?
I'm too fucking. I don't know. Just
Clone of you.
too lazy. I don't want to.
I like your
clone
honesty, though.
myself. I'm too lazy to carry a term.
So you wouldn't want to remake the perfect version of yourself.
I'd go to Planned Parenthood the moment I had the thought. It would be planned
He's like, take this
clonehood.
bastard quickly.
Planned cloned hood. Whatever the fuck it would be. Planned clone hood.
Dude, you know even better? I'd probably do it multiple times. Have an army of myself.
No.
And just
There would be a
rule
built-in.
over the world
Nah,
with it.
no. There would be a built-in like.
Oh, a number of times.
I'm pretty sure because biologically you can only replicate your DNA only a certain amount
Oh,
of time.
well, I'd just do it the amount I could do it then. Like,
but
if I
every
got
time
10
you're
good solid
I don't know.
Terrences, I would just do that and make my army, my clone army.
Nah, I'm pretty sure your age would dwindle by half. Like your life
Ooh.
expectancy. There's got to be
For
trade-offs.
how many clones?
I'm telling you. Maybe for one there's a life expectancy drop of like I don't know, something reasonable. No, dude, I would think like 2 years.
That's probably worth it. That's probably worth it. 2 years, I can laugh.
Just as long as there are 10 copies out there, like you're satisfied with that?
Well, you said if there's only one, it's 2
Yeah,
years.
if one is
no,
fine.
then I wouldn't do 10. That's too much. That's 20 years, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's too long. That's too much.
Yeah,
I
you'd be
think one is
40.
enough. One is enough. I
Yeah,
won't get
one is
greedy.
cool.
2
But-
years is still a chunk.
Damn, but can you imagine grown ass men carrying babies around?
Goofy as hell.
Like that.
Some
What's
already
that?
do. Beer guts.
Like that. What's that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Yeah, Junior.
Junior, is that what it
Yeah.
is?
You son of a bitch.
What you really? Damn, what the fuck was that movie about anyway?
Dude, I barely remember. It's this Arnold in some goofy movie where he's giving birth.
Oh man, the movie was great. Kindergarten Cop was also good.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Damn, what was the one where
It's not a tumor.
Where was the one where he was? Danny DeVito was twins.
Twins.
Yeah, well,
Twins.
the '90s was fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's when
Arnold did
movies
some
are
funny ass
great.
movies though.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen. What's the one where he's a dad and he has to get that toy?
Jingle all the way. Jingle all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that one recently too, like a couple of years ago for the first time.
Really?
And it was still watchable. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, man.
The thing about comedy like that, dude, it's just timeless.
Yeah.
Like there really isn't. There's nothing that you can be like, oh, that's problematic. It's just all fucking.
Right. Well, nowadays, if it was released now,
Well, it depends.
everything's problematic now.
No, early 2000s is really problematic. Like comedy movies.
Really?
I think so, dude.
Maybe.
Because if you go back, we're almost 20 years removed from that shit.
Right.
This is like being in the 70s and then going back to the 50s watching something in blackface. Like 1950s watching
I
something
doubt it.
with. You don't think so? That's the equivalent, though, to this generation, like, coming up.
That's what they think it is.
But
Everything's a fucking, a big deal now.
but we're fucking 20 years removed, dude.
You
We're
can't say
fucking old
anything
heads.
about anyone now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but as long as you're being meta about it. I remember I was saying there's a caveat. You could be meta.
Yeah.
You can make fun of things like that, but only if you're aware of
Yeah.
the fact that you're making fun of those people that are that. So,
Sure.
yeah.
But then again, I don't know. I just say make fun of everybody. I like how Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane does it in Family Guy. Just make fun of everybody.
Except
And then you can say
himself.
whatever the fuck you want too.
Somebody told me my old professor was actually roommates with him in college.
Really?
And he would talk about how Seth was like, he was gay and stuff, and how he didn't want
Really?
to admit it. Yeah, he would just talk about it randomly and like
Oh, shit. Talk about, or Seth would talk about it, or his.
No,
Your
how
teacher.
he was saying Seth didn't want to admit he was gay, but he's gay.
Wow. No
He would
shit.
Roast him in fucking class. I was like, dude, holy shit. But he's like, no, I talk to him sometimes.
He could be talking shit though.
No, but he's like, I talk to him sometimes, and
You know how roommate situations go. They want to like hate you forever.
Yeah, but I mean, if they were roommates in college, he made it sound like they were like still kind of buddies.
Oh.
So, yeah. I guess maybe not. I don't know. Who knows?
I never heard anything about Seth being gay though.
Just Google it, man.
I could maybe see it
It's
though.
out there, dude. Probably.
It's
I
too
don't know.
clean cut.
I don't know if there's any truth to it.
I
I'm
don't
just
either.
reporting the
I don't
news,
know.
dude. I'm the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just here to report facts. Actually, I don't even know if they're
Just
facts. It
gossip.
could be fake as shit. Yeah, just gossip.
Some girl.
Gossip boys. They should have a show. Gossip guys. Should have
Guys
that.
don't gossip.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, politics is gossip, man. Gossip guys. It's gossip guys.
Well, politics. So Juan, you want to get heavy?
Oh yeah, what's up?
One of the topics I got here is there an afterlife?
No.
Well, that settles
Next
that.
one.
Why though? Why do you say?
I don't know. I think it's because, there is no, what kind of life are you talking? Like after, well,
Anything? Is there anything beyond being now?
beyond consciousness right now?
Beyond anything? Beyond any of what we know?
Yeah. I mean,
Think.
there's things that we don't perceive. There's things that we cannot perceive because our minds are not fine-tuned to really, because we're tuned by evolution to see the world around us for things that benefit our own survival.
Right.
So there are things that we cannot perceive.
Give me some examples.
For instance, we can't see infrared because we don't need to see infrared. We can't see terahertz because we don't need to see terahertz. Terahertz, like
You mean
waves.
here?
Yeah, well,
Or what are you
as
talking
we are alive, like terahertz, we don't see things. We see things in a visible spectrum in a very small window of the electromagnetic spectrum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the electromagnetic spectrum is huge. You know,
Right.
You know, you
So
can,
for the layman listeners, electromagnetic spectrum would be light or radio waves
that's part of it.
or
yeah.
X-rays.
Yeah, we don't see radio waves. Good thing, because then we would see them everywhere and it would fuck everything up, I imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
It'd be very annoying. It'd be very annoying to see Wi-Fi
Yeah.
waves too. 'Cause, yeah, it'd be fucking annoying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, there are things beyond our own perception, but it's hard to really say what that is because we can't perceive it. Unless we have technology, that is. We can only perceive.
But
what's
that's still almost talking about the material world.
going- yeah.
I mean, after you die, is there anything else after that? Like, what happens to your being, your essence?
Your essence. I mean, I think your essence is sort of carried on in the people that are around to remember you, but other than that, you as a conscious identity don't exist. It's as simple as that. I mean,
So you don't think there's a soul?
I think there is the idea of a soul, the idea of somebody being, um, like somebody's consciousness and somebody's consciousness experiences and all these other things that sort of define you and your own morality and all this other stuff and whatever make up what people conventionally, I guess, would call a soul. I think, therefore, I do think a soul exists, but I don't think that is carried on anywhere else beyond your.
So you have more of a practical definition of soul.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
can all be contained within the brain, essentially.
yeah, yeah. It's honestly, these conversations usually don't like there's a certain level of, if you do believe in an afterlife, it's just faith,
Yeah.
and you can't really argue with faith.
These
So-
conversations are kind of boring with scientists because we're all have the same kind of answer, I guess.
yeah. I mean, there is something interesting though that I was thinking about. You know, you can say this is sort of a poetic view of death, but the thing is, you can say that somebody, if you die, you never really die because your energy is never lost.
Yeah.
Your energy is always, it's always going to be there in the universe, and it's just going to be rearranged. And which some people would consider, different cultures consider that, reincarnation in a sense. But in the scientific framework, it's more like, your energy is never destroyed. It's actually just transferred.
Right.
So
So you get put into a million other people,
yeah,
and animals and plants.
animals and plants. Yeah. So
Interesting.
some people like to view life and death that way, but
Right.
that's
Cool.
But that's about it. I'm just like, yeah.
I think we have the same take on
I
it.
mean, but who knows, man? Like, actually thinking about it, like, I also tend to think, like, what is beyond our perception? Like, because we do have a very
Right.
limited sensors
Yeah.
that we don't know what's outside of our senses, in a sense.
Let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Do you think it's likely there's more outside the universe? The observable
Dude, I
universe.
don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
No even speculation.
Dude, I don't know. I can't even
Too
say.
tough to say, huh?
It's really fucking
Yeah.
difficult to
It's
say.
it's
man.
anybody's guess, right?
It really is, man. It's hard to fucking say. It'd be cool if because there are scenarios where I'm like, it'd be cool if the universe were this way, and
Right.
and then there's like situations where I'm like, oh, this is probably the likely scenario, and it'd be really stupid if the universe was like this.
Right.
I don't know if you have that, and if you have like a tier of what it is.
Yeah.
Like, which one
Well-
do you think? What would be the stupid arrangement of the universe in your mind?
For one, I hate the whole infinite possibilities thing.
Oh,
think
I
that's
see.
a stupid universe. Or a stupid version of reality. Literally, you've done like everything has a path. There's an infinity of them. It just seems to me. I don't know. It just feels wrong. That'd be a stupid version of the universe to me.
I see.
I don't like it. It's just not pretty, but maybe it is. You don't know, right?
Oh, like you're saying, like multiverse? Does that kind of tie into that? or
Kind
no?
of, but it's like all of the. It's more than that, though. It's got to do with time. So any kind of decision you make or anything that can happen
Mhm.
has happened in some dimension or whatever you want to call it. And they're all just stacked on top of each other, and you can't see one another. And some of them can't interact, and it's just a million different. There's an infinite amount of. I guess you can call it universes. Like there's an infinite amount of universes where there's a slight change somehow.
I see.
And I think
It's like the
dumb.
fractal.
Seems wasteful to me.
Right. It's yeah.
But I
yeah.
don't know.
I
Could
kind of
be, though.
agree with you because if we talk about, the universe always choosing a path of least energy,
Right.
that takes a lot of energy to do
Right.
something like
Right.
that.
So like, why would it even be that way?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Sounds stupid
understand
to
that.
me.
It seems maybe there's something missing in my framework, but
Yeah.
if you just take a simple principle like that, like path of least
Right.
resistance or energy or whatever, I don't see the universe doing something like
Yeah.
that. That
It seems
just seems
dumb. Seems
yeah,
dumb.
that does seem kind of stupid. My stupid arrangement of the universe would be, or the one that I don't really think is interesting, is the universe undergoing crunches and
Oh, I
expansions.
thought you were gonna say that for some reason. I
Yeah.
don't know why. I don't think that's that stupid though.
I think it's kind of dumb.
Explain why you don't like that one.
Well, because it.
Actually, give a little explanation of what you're talking about to listen.
Okay, so for the listeners, this is basically the model of the universe for this one is just that, harmonic motion is probably the most basic form of energy.
Stop you right there. One. What's harmonic motion?
Harmonic motion is anything that oscillates back and forth about a point. But the thing is, when you talk about, the universe, it's not really a point, I guess.
Right. So what would be an example of our harmonic oscillator?
So for a harmonic oscillator, you can just take a simple, you know what? Just fucking imagine a spring, and you sort of have a mass on it, or just a fucking whatever, a spring, and you just pull it, and it moves back and forth like that. That's a simple case. Yeah. But you don't need to know that much physics to get the idea of this. So the idea of the universe being, having a sort of big crunch and whatchamacallit. Yeah, careful with that. There you go. Yeah, a big crunch and a big expansion is that the universe. Damn, I feel like I'm being redundant. Hold on, pause.
Yeah.
Okay, right here. So what I'm trying to what I'm trying to say is that the universe expanding and then contracting. That's the idea of the big crunch, and I think the big freeze is what some people call it or something. If you really want to look it up, I think it's one of
But
those terms.
it's known that the universe is expanding. Essentially, it's been measured.
Yeah.
See how fast it's expanding.
Yeah.
But there's a theory that extrapolates on that and says that if the universe is expanding, eventually it's going to expand into something so much that it's going to have to reverse, and then it's going to start contracting.
Yeah,
The big crunch.
Okay, the big crunch, exactly. So I think this is kind of stupid because it runs into it's not very it's not a very interesting model of the universe, and it's kind of boring.
But what's wrong with that?
I'm saying that's kind of well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that's kind of stupid. Because then it also
I
runs
don't know
into
if boring is a good enough way.
well,
answer
because
say
to me it runs into the issue of having having it be set into motion is kind of the thing. It kind of gives an avenue for creationists to really kind of say like, oh, who set this into motion and shit like that. But
They
I
can
know the
always
Big
do
Bang is always kind of into that too. But
Yeah, they will always have who did this and this?
yeah,
But if it's God that they say did it, then they're somehow satisfied with that answer, even though the same thing can be applied.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
So fuck.
But the big
creationists.
crunches and the big expansion thing is also easier and also kind of dumb because then in my sort of mind, the I don't know if this process is frictionless in a sense. Like for every iteration of every universe that happens, as it oscillates back and forth or whatever, um, between expanding and contracting, does it lose energy in the process? Like, I imagine it doesn't, which would mean it's literally infinite, and then it wouldn't make sense. To me, what doesn't make sense is like the amount of energy that it takes to do something like this.
But the thing is, we know that energy exists. So what if the energy comes from some outside source,
What do you mean?
some source outside of the universe?
God?
Shit. I don't know if that's the God.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the one. What would it be? Yeah, that's the
There,
one.
that's better. What the fuck are you fuckers talking about? This is God. I had shit.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah, dude. I don't know. It just seems so, like it would be so futile to me. It just seems so.
But the universe
It
is
seems so
already
meaningless.
futile.
I know. I understand that.
We're gonna
but
die in so many different ways.
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
not
That'd be
even
the
funny.
stupid universe. I mean, I'm saying the more realistic one. Okay, let's go to the realistic. This is why I said this was the stupid one.
I think it's already been debunked though.
Probably.
It's already
Yeah, number 2, realistic universe.
Oh, what do you mean?
Which one do you think is more likely the case?
What are my options?
What in your mind? What makes you think? Like okay, like for I'll just say what I think. What I think the universe actually is. I think it's probably the universe. I think is probably finite.
Yeah.
But current technology and everything, it's probably immeasurable. I think it's a lot older than we think it is, and I think it also is. I don't think there's going to be a big crunch. I think there's probably just going to be expansion till we separate from each other.
So I kind of like the outlook that it's among a multiverse.
No, but I'm saying the more realistic. That's a more interesting case. I would
But
say.
I think that's probably what it is. I think to me, I mean, we're all talking about just feeling,
Probably the realistic case. Okay.
like
yeah,
just maybe seeing patterns in our own universe, and we're trying to extrapolate from there. So this is all metaphysics anyway,
yeah. Okay.
aka pseudoscience. But I would like it to be a multiverse. Where we have one universe, and let's say I think some.
No. You're going to the interesting case. Because you're talking
No, I'm
about
saying
what
I
would
think-
be. You're saying what would be the coolest.
But no, I think that is what it probably is.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
not saying
okay.
that's the interesting case. I
Okay.
think that's what it is.
Okay.
The universe has its own laws of physics because it has some particular configuration. Let's say that our universe is a sphere, and then maybe some other universe is some other hyper sphere or something. They have completely different constants of the universe and different laws of physics in general. So it might be impossible for us to even enter another universe because our bodies would just disintegrate or something because that universe is made of antimatter. So a small enough change will completely fuck someone who tries to venture outside that or outside of their home universe.
Okay.
So I think our universe is one amongst many.
Okay.
I think and probably we're not even close to even being anywhere in our understanding of how once we get outside the universe, I think there will be a multiverse. I think there will be something past that and past that. I always think of the universe as have you seen those Mandelbrot like fractal zooms? That's kind of where my mind goes and like we're probably not even close to scratching the surface.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
know.
we'll ever be finished. I don't think we'll ever be able to understand anything at the fullest extent.
Yeah. Um,
That's
yeah.
just all my
Yeah, I
speculation.
think you're probably maybe you're right. You know, that's probably I mean, because the fractal nature of things is a feature.
Right.
You know.
So I'm
of
basing
the
this
universe.
all on kind of the collection of patterns I see within our own universe, and then just trying to extrapolate that to a very high level, to an unreasonable level.
Yeah. 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 I can get agree with that.
Yeah.
Sound off in the comments. You know.
That'd be
See what you
nice if
think.
we had some other people's.
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
hell
yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
universe?
Yeah, which one do you think is the dumbest one, and which one do you think is the interesting one?
Or what do they think
The
is
realistic
likely?
one.
What it is?
Yeah, the likely one, and then honestly, the most interesting universe to me would be that consciousness um, shapes reality, and it's sort of a weird kind of feedback, and we kind of like the reason why life was created would be because the universe generated some fucking like brain weird consciousness out of like nothing in space. Have you heard of the Boltzmann brain? This is kind of where I'm getting that idea from. So the Boltzmann brain is this idea that Boltzmann had come up with where he said the likelihood that, in the in the infinite universe or whatever, there would be an arrangement of particles or thermally or whatever, um, to sort of create a pseudo brain or a consciousness out of the arrangement of like elements and whatever gaseous clouds
Oh,
that
I
we throw
see. Like
in
a
space.
very rudimentary.
Yeah, like a mega mind in a sense, out in space. And this mega mind is sort of breathes into life, whatever. And
I don't think so.
that would be kind of interesting if the case was like we're sort of a mirror of we sort of create like consciousness creates reality. That would be the most interesting.
I don't think
case.
so because I think
I
our
mean, no,
brains
that
evolved strictly out of way low level processes. All those low level processes built. I don't think you start with a brain. You can't start with a brain. Start with low level things, single particle interacting. Then that particle turns into a single cell organism, we'll say.
yeah.
That single cell organism turns into a multicellular organism, so on and so forth. Until you get a brain. I don't think it happens where a brain is just going to accidentally happen. Doesn't seem like the right logical pathway. Bit on your
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't think that's
Yeah, no.
my belief.
That would be the most, but I'm saying it would be interesting if the universe was actually like arranged in such a manner where, we actually or consciousness actually shaped reality in some form or fashion.
Kind of does
I mean, yeah, it kind of does.
already.
Like the thing is we have to do it.
Which it does.
Well, we do. We do it because
Literally every day we're shaping reality.
I mean, yes, very true. We do. Humans have the unique ability to shape their universe in that kind
well,
of sense.
anything does.
Well, especially us.
Yeah.
Because we have thumbs.
Right.
That's really it.
That's really all it is.
No, I mean beavers do it too, but except they don't have. Yeah, beavers shape their universe. No.
As long as you're changing things, as long as you're moving, you're shaping the universe.
Yeah, the universe is kind of a sad place, though. It really is.
Why?
Because
Oh.
life fights entropy. Life is constantly fighting. Life is constantly fighting entropy.
Yeah, it's a battle. Anything worth doing is a battle, though. So
Sisyphean. You never
Huh?
heard about the myth of Sisyphus?
guy who carries the world on his back.
No, the guy who carries a boulder up a mountain to
Oh,
like basically for eternity.
right.
That's
Yeah,
what
it's
humanity
life.
is.
It's fun though. Shit, it'd
But that's
be
what
so
humanity
boring if
is.
you didn't have anything to do. Fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, the whole
The
point.
whole perk of life, you actually get to do shit
Yeah, there was a philosopher who
instead
kind
of being a dead guy.
I mean, yeah, but there was a philosopher who was like, if life is this sort of battle, what do we do that can make life worth living? And he was like, you got to give it meaning. I'm surprised it took
Exactly.
that long for some.
I
people to
know
really
it is
think
kind of
about it.
crazy how it's so simple yet. Things I don't think some people even get that in their lifetime. Sometimes,
What, giving life meaning?
yeah, they just do what they're told, or they just do whatever's in TV, or do whatever mom or dad brought them up to do, or something.
Yeah, like Charlemagne had this actually really interesting. You know who Charlemagne is, right?
Charlemagne the God,
Yeah.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had this. I listened to his podcast like once a week, but like he talks about how don't live somebody else's like dream.
right.
Like I was like, damn, he's somebody like a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah,
Like, don't pretend you can be
Einstein.
someone that or a basketball player
right.
or a rapper or something.
Right.
Like, don't fucking or like in my case, I wanted to be an NBA star, dude.
No shit.
Yeah, I wanted to play for the NBA, and then I was fucking.
And you got that beer gut.
No, and then I'm 5'8", and
Oh.
I can't. Even if I wanted to,
The meta's changed though now.
yeah. I mean, back in the day, there was a guy who was like 5'8". I think he was like Muggsy Bogues or something.
Bugsy.
Bugsy Mogues.
Bugsy something.
Bugsy Mogues, I think, or Muggsy
don't watch
Bogues. I
basketball.
don't fucking remember. Anyway, iconic, fucking gentleman. He fucking paved the way for us manlets to join the NBA. But I don't
They
have
changed
enough
the
talent
game
or
now.
skill. What's up?
Let's change the game now. I was talking with Carlos about new style of play, and he was explaining to me that it's all about the 3-pointer now. Like nobody really likes to be in the paint anymore.
Yeah, because height is such a like already unfair advantage. So
Yeah, so they just stay outside and just shoot threes all day. So the
Yep.
guy who has the most accuracy kind of dominates.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what height you are, but
Right.
you're a liability. You're still a liability if you're short as shit. Unfortunately.
Oh, I see. You have to have some kind of height to use.
Yeah, because defensively you could get wrecked. Like if you have the
Right.
ball and there's a 6'5" guy covering you, you can't pass that shit. That guy's gonna
See.
block the fuck out of you.
Right.
Yeah.
You need
So-
something.
So as a short man, you really have to give life meaning to be like, I'm not gonna end it today.
Poor guys. Poor man.
Yeah,
5'8"
man.
ain't that short though. I'm a
It's not.
5'9".
No, I'm like 5'8.5" or something, but
I don't think anyone has ever noticed my height.
except women, dude.
No, they don't. They're all stupid in their Tinder requirements. I need a man who's 6'1". I'm like, shut up. Girls have never complained about my height ever. And they all think I'm 6 foot or something. I'm like, you have no idea what 6 foot is.
I think as
But you
long
put
as-
this as a requirement somehow. Girls don't know what they want.
Yeah, somebody was like, why do women want guys who are like 6'2"? Do they want a guy who can like dunk on them, or do they want a guy who can like?
Women just make a laundry list of traits of the perfect man. And then they hope that somehow he's going to inbox her on Tinder.
Before we end this, like I did want to. This brings up a good point actually, because I think women are primed socially to want to look for that perfect gentleman.
Shut up.
Because
I'm
no,
going to stop you already.
sociologically,
Stop putting social into it.
dude,
It's nothing
we
to do
are
with social.
Yes, it is
No,
socialized.
it is not.
No,
It's
women are definitely.
biology, bro.
No.
It's nothing to do with social.
Think about it this way. Think about how many fucking Disney movies.
Yeah, man. Why did those come about? Because of biology. This is not a fucking. Oh, this is not that great of a mystery, man.
No,
It's just in women's biology. They want the perfect man because they have to give birth for 9 months. They have to hold a baby for 9 months.
Yes.
They have to select a single man. So
Yes.
stop saying it arises socially. It doesn't.
The thing is, I think we already got into this argument, but
Yeah,
There's-
people
there
are
is
too much
a-
about the social thing now.
there
It's
is a
biology.
social aspect of it that can't
Sure.
be ignored. Yeah.
Sure, but the thing is, I just hate that stuff because I cut it out. You can explain it all with biology.
You can
Start
but
from the root. In science, you don't start from the highest levels. You don't look at all the levels first. You start from the electron.
Sure.
You start at the lowest level.
Sure, and
You
then
cut
you
out all the
increase. I know
crap.
you increase complexity, but the
Right.
issue here is that humans are not their prime. They're not necessarily one to one with their carnal primal.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
motives.
are. Humans are
Like-
extremely one-to-one with their primal motives. Limbic system dominates way more than you would ever think.
Sure, but the thing is, this is a whole nother conversation. I don't want to get into
humans,
a diversion.
Humans are just trying really hard not to be dominated by their limbic system, but they are.
But the thing is, we're also consciously motivated by, our own ideas of what we want. Like, yeah,
right,
I think
we're still slaves to our biology.
sure. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, we are sexually motivated. But the thing is, you make a
Well,
choice.
not just sexually. Sexually, instinctively.
Yeah.
You have to eat.
I mean, you have
sleep.
to. Yes.
You have- it's
I mean,
all- it's
beyond
all
those
that-
things, like I'm saying, you fill in the gaps, right? Like, people get to have preferences, is what I'm trying to say. And the thing is, if socially, it's like, for instance, like this for me, this has to do with the whole princess complex. Like, I was going to get to a princess complex in like society where we sort of prime, like we show little girls, Disney princess movies, and then they have in their mind that, like, oh, my perfect prince is out there. He's gonna come and save me and shit like that.
Right, and where
they
does
have
that
a savior
Where does
complex.
that manifest from? Hint: biology.
I don't know if
It
it's
all
that
comes
clear
from
cut,
biology,
dude.
man.
I really don't know.
It really is. It really is.
Because I mean,
It's
no,
not
because
that complicated.
the thing is, the biology aspect comes from, like, if a woman is sexually attracted to a man, okay, there.
Women are sexually attracted to the best men. They are the
To-
deciders. They choose who to mate with. So
Yes.
therefore, the better man you are, the more attractive they're going to be to you. So that's where it comes from. The princess complex
Sure,
is
but-
basically a man who does everything. So she's taken care of.
Well,
It's all biology.
but here's the thing: the man who does, but this is saying the perfect man doesn't exist.
Exactly.
But that's what I was kind of trying to get to. The princess.
Men try to trick women into thinking they're the perfect man.
But this is my point. The princess complex. It wasn't necessarily but this is what I mean by socially priming women into thinking there is the perfect man out there who's 6'2" and fucking cooks perfect meals and shit and blah 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 blah. Like, there are too many girls out there that do this on Tinder too. Like, when I was out in the dating game, that was like that. Which is why I brought it up. I wasn't. I'm not trying to argue of like biology and like what part of human nature is socially contrived and what
Right.
part
I'm
of
sorry, I
human
kind
nature
of
is.
got a
Bi-
little
I know. I was
just-
like, I
just
wanted.
hate-
I
just
wanted
hate
to
all
make
the
my
arguments
point.
that people make about social conditioning, and no one ever addresses the biology. I'm
Yeah.
like, you always start with the biology. If you want to convince somebody, really start with the biology. Stop talking about social. It's too high level.
Yeah. I mean, when you introduce social things, it really does get like really complex because
That's the part of the brain that evolved way later after
Yes.
the limbic system. Talk about the
Yeah.
limbic system, then you start making some headway. Let's start simple.
yes. So, ladies, start simple. Think about dating the dumbest man. And then you're like, actually, I like guys that do this. I like guys that, short guys, whatever, they're usually funnier, but, like, they have a sense of personality. It's like, you got trade-offs.
That's a good message.
It's a realistic-
That's the day. Women need to appreciate men. I like
Yeah.
that.
I
like
mean,
that.
that's basically what I'm trying to get to, okay? Like, look, I have my
Suck a dude's
queen.
dick tonight. It's random.
Yeah.
Show them
just
some love. you
show them
know?
some love. And, men already kind of, men already,
Are
I think-
perfect.
No, men already show women, Nah, fuck no, man. Dude, we're kind of,
No, we're fucked
we're
up.
pretty garbage.
We're the worst.
We're pretty garbage.
But humans are all garbage. So
I think because, like, I think the reason why guys, like, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I could probably kill somebody if it
Yeah.
meant defending, like,
so.
if
I
it
think
meant
it's in a
defending
man's
my
nature.
family or my friends and
It
shit.
would suck.
It would suck, but
probably
I would
could.
do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, maybe this is men are just like,
We have to be.
It sucks.
at some point we had to kill a saber tooth or we had to kill a fucking rival tribe.
But then that makes evolutionary biologically, right? We're sort of just like bodies, because like we were made to kind of like mainly with more testosterone by some multiplier, right? Like because of testosterone, we exhibit more male traits. I mean, women have testosterone too, but not at the levels that men usually do. So
Right.
like the thing is like testosterone gives us advantages of, producing more muscle density, generally having better endurance and stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. Higher bone density, I think, shit like that.
Sure.
But that makes us more physical. That makes us more ready for certain tasks.
Right.
Which kind of sucks, because think about it for a time, and we still have this in America today, where men are sort of used as like what I mean by bodies is for instance like the draft. Men still have to sign up for the draft.
Yeah. I
Like,
get that though.
yeah.
I think because war was created by man.
Yeah, but we have to fight a draft. If they start a draft, you and I we're the olds. They're gonna line us up first and be
Right.
like,
It
"You
makes
old
sense though,
bastards
right?
are gonna go."
But the thing is, nowadays it really doesn't make sense because there's enough guys we don't need a draft. So draft is
Fortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is why I stand up for the national anthem, Terrence. Nah, I'm just kidding.
But actually, Juan, we gotta.
Oh, yeah,
wrap
yeah,
it
yeah.
up. It's looking like time.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. Men, appreciate your women. Women appreciate your men. Have realistic views. Men too. I think men already have that, but whatever.
Suck a dick tonight, ladies.
Men
Let it be
suck a
mine,
titty
please.
tonight. Suck a clit tonight. Wait, no.
Yeah, suck a clit tonight. Let's give it for the ladies. Too.
Damn, son.
All right, well, hold on. Which one do we sign off with? Let's go.
I think we should sign up with this one
You son of a bitch.
because